Hello, welcome to my channel. This is Silent Calls Tarot. I'm Nini, and I'm gonna do an energy read for the collective. It's not for any specific sign, but it's for whoever is guided to these messages. All of my information, oh, I'm ashy, for contacting me is available in the description box below. It'll be the link to my website as well as my email address, so you can have direct contact with me. Okay, I'm gonna try to slide back a little more. Okay. So Spirit, I allow you to use me as a vessel. Please tell me to hear, speak, and see clearly, and I do. Thank you for this opportunity. Help me to see everything I need to see clearly, and help us to receive these messages clearly. Okay, so they had me to write down part of the dream that I had recently, and in this dream, it was like I was being asked by someone if I was still dreaming. They kept asking me, "Are you still dreaming?" But from that instance, I was getting like, you know how they say when you wake up from the matrix, when you are in the matrix or whatever, you're in like a deep state of like a sleep. You're asleep, you're not awake, so you're in this sleep state and you're dreaming. I would say you're dreaming the life that you were told to dream, and not the actual one that you are supposed to be living in or existing in. So they had me to write Astral Protection. Okay, now with this, I was guided to create a new product. This is my, well, I haven't labeled it or anything yet, but this is my Astral Protection oil, and it'll be available on my website today or tomorrow. I'm going to go ahead and set everything up tonight because I've already created the product and I have a few available right now. So it'll be available for purchase on my website, and it'll be linked in the description box below, so you can go directly there. Hold on, let me get some to drink. Okay, I've had a beautiful day, y'all. It's been so energetic. Now, they had me to write About Time. Now, this was a movie that I was watching. Hold on, I'm trying to make sure it was a movie or a TV show. I think it was a movie, but in this movie, it's a movie. In this movie, it was about like a family. And in this family, they had this gift that was passed down generationally to certain, I would say it was passed down to males in the family, and they had the ability to time travel. They had the ability to go back into different events that they experienced throughout their lives and, you know, change things if they wanted to. And they had the ability to fix the past, and this ability was passed down to different members in the family. Now, with this, I have not coughed all day, y'all, and I've been talking and walking and everything, but we're gonna get through this. It's like every time I get on here, it does that. Okay, so I wrote Ripple Effect, a gift, ascension, awakening, teleportation. Some things you can fix, but with everything comes consequences, like the butterfly effect. When you do one thing here, something else happens on the other end or whatever, like the pendulum. When one thing happens here, something else happens there, like a cause and effect type thing. Now, in this movie, the dude, he wanted to change one main event where someone got hurt, and she got hurt, but there was a lesson behind why she got hurt, and he wanted to prevent this lesson. He wanted to prevent her from getting hurt, but he didn't know that he was stepping in the way of karma, you know, karma and the lessons that come with karma. So he had the choice of whether he was going to fix it and let things change in his future or present time, or he was going to let it happen how it happened and let her learn the way that she had to learn, and let everything just pan out how everything was already written. And they had me to write Time Traveler. They also had me to write the song I Can See Clearly Now, the rain is gone, it's gonna be bright, sunshiny day. I saw that. They had me to write, okay, this is the part where they had me to write about he tried to fix something. So, okay, and he had a choice. The past had to happen for a purpose here. Okay, hold on, let me make sure. And that was like that was like the main lesson that I got from the movie. Like, we all want to be able to change certain things that we go through or certain things that we experience, and change it to kind of have a different outcome. But in this changing, you have to see that everything happens for a reason, and that's been a lesson that I've had to learn recently. Like, everything, because I wanted to, with some things, I wanted to change certain things, and with looking back over my life, if I had the ability to change certain things, I kind of was in this energy of where I would, and I had this perspective on life of, if I changed certain things, maybe certain things in my life would be different. But seeing being able to get into the perspective, because I was speaking with someone and he was like, how do you view love? Why do you view love the way that you do? And I was like, I view it that way because of things that I've experienced and stuff, and but realizing that we experience different things to learn different lessons, and everything has to happen for a reason, and you have to look for the deeper meaning within things, and not just looking at the hurt that came with it or the memories and different things, but looking for that wisdom, that knowledge, and that inner understanding that you can learn to go forward in life. We have a blue jay here, so maybe you need to look into the symbolism of blue jays. Okay, they had me to write the song Fever Dream by Jillian. I can't think of how that song goes right now. I may play it. Let me see. I may play that song. Hold on. I'm going to put my phone on silent because I know it'll go to... I have so much energy. I'm really happy. I'm so happy now. But y'all, over this period, I've been seeing, like, I know, like in my last reading when I spoke about, I had been going through this process of like balancing out my body mentally, physically, emotionally, spiritually, but having to see why things happen the way that they happen, and accept that these things happen, and more so learning from these things that happen and going forth with a different viewpoint on life and a different perspective of myself and why I experience these things. Now, with love, because that's mainly what it's been centered around, I was used to experiencing like a lack surrounding love, and a lack mentality surrounding a lot of different things in my life, in every relationship, not just love but financial, any kind of relationship. I always looked at it as something was going to happen that would end it all, or it would always end up a certain way. Nothing good would come of it, and if it did, it was always going to be taken away from me. So I had this lack mentality surrounding my life, and I wanted to get out of this, but it took me having to, I wouldn't say meet, but it took me having to go through an experience with a certain person and talking these things out, talking out my feelings, things that I really don't talk about, but I was able to see myself in what I said, or after what I said. Okay, Jillian, Fever. Now, okay, with this, I wrote, let me let this song play. Oh, I'm going to play it after I say this, because we got to go through it. With this, I wrote, shifting my perspective on love and not letting what I have experienced to obscure or, change up my vision of all energies. Or, how when you say that saying of all dudes are the same, that's kind of the perspective I had, and it was more so like a perspective that I had unknowingly, because when I with my experiences, I've always looked at, well, now that I look at it, I realize it was crazy, but it was something that I had to see about myself, like shadow work here, and I had to experience this and overcome this challenge within myself here. This was like a battle within me here to get a different perspective on life here, seeing things differently, but seeing it in I would say in a more positive way. I had to implement more positive viewpoints into how I see people, how I see relationships, and how I see me experiencing things, and the people that I allow into my life, and the energies that I attract here. But seeing that I can attract greater rather than attracting things that would always be giving me this sense of abandonment here. Okay, they had me to write the song Good Life by Kanye West, that welcome to the good life. And I got that song after I had realized all these crazy things that I was like, you know how you say you experience certain things because you are in that energy of wanting to experience these things, whether you experience these things, whether you actively are attracting these things or you're subconsciously attracting these things. And I had this deep psyche, subconscious thing that was going on with my psyche, where I kind of just projected out that mentality of it wouldn't work out for me, it wouldn't be beneficial for me, it wouldn't work out in my favor. And I wanted things to work out in my favor, but I had this fear within me that I manifested out of, and I had to get into grips with that. And you know, we all have to learn, and that was a big experience that I've been experiencing. You know, it's great here. Welcome to the good life. That may be the name of this reading. So I'm going to play this song, and then I'll go through the rest of these notes, and then I may pull from this Prisma Visions tarot deck here. Okay, this is the song.
In the middle of the night and flashbacks of you and I in your sweats. How'd you make me?
See, I knew somebody was gonna call.
Feel so nice. Now I'm starting to see this new guy, but it just don't feel right, even though you might be. And you're so bad for me, but I want your love every morning, waking up with him, but I wish you'd call me. I still miss our extremes. Like, you'll come over text at midnight, rolling out of bed by your lights, putting glitter on my bad nights. Loving you wasn't as it seemed, and finding good and bad and ugly. Deep down knowing you don't love me, I live again before the morning. Loving you was a fever dream.
Okay, now I get where that song came from. Now with that, because it's basically been centered around my love life and how I view love, and you know, the experiences that I've experienced. I've always, well, most of the experiences that I've had with love, it's always been some me loving someone that didn't love me, and me viewing love as me not knowing what love actually is. And I came into contact with someone that helped me to pretty much see that what I was experiencing was based upon how I viewed love and what I thought love was. You know how you can grow up in life and you can be, you know, you can be surrounded by the like wrong information, or seeing the wrong side of love, or seeing love that's not really love. And that's kind of the perspective that I had. I kind of viewed love as being abusive, love as being me having to chase you, love as being you not really being interested in me, but you want to be interested in me at certain times, and you wanted to love bomb me. And I view love in that way, and I was so y'all, this was a big awakening to myself here. And it's been an experience. It's been crazy, but it's been it's been more so, it's led to a calming within me, but more so gave me a boost of energy to go forward in life and to be accepting of newness and be accepting of a greater version of love here, and not closing off to what real love is, and seeing that I wasn't experiencing real love at all. I wasn't experiencing love itself, and being available to learning what love is, even though you implement love into yourself and you see how you love yourself, but seeing that what I was doing for myself and what I do for myself, I was not receiving these things, but I was calling it love. And it's been crazy because I would say for so long I thought I knew what love was, but until I got into that place where I had to actually view what love was and what I thought love was, and view the actuality of what love is, it was all out of whack. And it made me see that you attract what you believe, what you vibrate on, what you know. And I was knowing love to be hurt instead of love being abundant and caring and all the good stuff and all that. But it helped me to get into a new perspective. So maybe that's something you need or something, but it's healing over here. So I wrote solar plexus healing and a dream that I had last night. Now in this dream, they were showing me a lot of ways in which I held myself back. Y'all, it's been getting deep. It's been true healing. But I was listening to a solar plexus chakra healing meditation music, as I was sleeping. And I got from all the information I was getting how I was in different areas in my life. I allowed fear and doubts that I had for myself to, I would say, kill dreams that I had, to stop me from doing certain things, to cause stagnation and to cause procrastination. And it's more so me overcoming my fear of rejection, overcoming my fears of abandonment, overcoming my fears of not being enough, but realizing that I am enough and acknowledging that I do deserve greater things in life, and that I'm abundant and I love me, and that I deserve to be loved in every way, in every area of my life. So it's been popping over here. It's been great. It's been gracious, and I've been grateful, and I've just been seeing how the universe has been shining down on me in a lot of times where I was in the darkness and not knowing I was in the dark, thinking I was in the light and really in the dark. So it's no more fear here, no more quicksand energy, and we're overcoming rejection, maybe the rejection for self here. So it's overcoming fears. So Spirit, can you please show us what we need to see? And I do thank you for this opportunity. I'm using the Prisma Visions tarot deck here. Okay, I'm not going to pull those because I kind of flipped those all around. Okay, 2 cards fell out. We have the Hermit and the 5 of Cups. Okay, that's that viewpoint shift here, but they're showing me like the Magician card. It's the Magician card that's in this deck, but they're showing me like the Magician here, and being able to manifest out of, I would say, being able to create from a place of, they have a lot of birds right here. There are so many birds that are sitting in front of me, and all of them are like blue jays and brown birds. But like how a bird views things, a bird may view a worm as healthy, as vibrant, as something that they need to nurture their soul. But how we view a worm, we may view a worm as being nasty or something that we really don't want to touch and it needs to stay away or whatever. But being able to see things differently and manifest from this different perspective, this viewpoint that you've shifted here, but being able to go within yourself to see why you manifest certain things, why you create from a certain space here. But they're showing me like protection surrounding guiding your words here, the words that you speak out. Maybe there's words that you need to speak out about yourself, like affirmations that help you to create from a, they're saying like a centered place here. We have the Five of Cups. They're showing me like this doubt, this fear here, being able to see why you created from this place of fear, why you created from this place of doubt, and shifting your perspective on where your fears and your doubts are and why you have these things. It's like releasing these fears and these doubts here, but gaining perspective. Okay, like how they shifted the deck, a perspective shift, perception, shifting your perception of things. This bird, it's so many blue jays. Oh, my ear is itching. Oh, that was weird. Okay, is there anything else that we need to know? Everything wants to fall out. Hold on. Is there anything else that we need to know for the collective? We have the Sun card, and that, like how I said, the energy, the universe shining down on you. But that that song that I had, hold on, let me see. What song did I write? I wrote. I can see clearly now. The rain is gone. It's gonna be a bright, sunshiny day. See, it's like seeing the light after being in the darkness for so long, but overcoming this darkness within yourself. You know how they say you have to go through the darkness to get to the light. How we create from a dark place, but light comes. Like when light was created, the earth, darkness was the foundation, the beginning to where everything else came from here. But creating from this place and like taking this, you know how they say you have to, well, not getting rid of your darkness, but transmuting this energy, transforming and it's like transitioning from the dark to the light, but bringing some of the darkness and transmuting this energy into light, transmuting this doubt into willpower, transmuting this fear into things that will push you instead of hinder you. It's more so like using your fears to overcome and using your fears to like creating, but using it as a stepping stone, using it as a push, using it as something that can motivate you, like motivation here, creating from a place of motivation, motivating yourself based upon what you feel like you cannot do. It's like reprogramming yourself, reprogramming how you feel about yourself, reprogramming how you think about yourself, reprogramming your perception of you, and creating from this space here, this space of, they're saying a space of newness, but a space of sight, a space of light, a space of illumination here. And we have the King of Pentacles. That's that creation here, creating abundant energy, creating abundance within yourself. And they're also showing me this bull here, but also showing me how he's in balance, like in sync with this bull. He's not wavery, but he's grabbing it by the horns, and he's taking it, but he's being able to stay centered in what he's doing, being grounded in his manifestations. It's like more so being, they say, concrete in what you want to create, creating on a solid foundation, creating from a solid space here, not being wavered here. Okay, this card flipped over. This is the Two of Pentacles here. Maybe you have many choices or many options that you can choose from financially here, but they're showing me here maybe you're creating abundance here. They're showing me like generational wealth here in many different areas in your life by you gaining this perspective or this shift here. They're showing me like a paradigm shift here. You're elevating within yourself, but it's overcoming this lack mentality that surrounds your fears and your doubts, surrounds your your level of success, what you can accomplish in life, who you can be in life, what you can become here. It's like someone that was always told that they wouldn't be something, that they wouldn't accomplish things, or you always felt like you were not enough, like you would not become different things, like you couldn't amount to something. But shifting this perception and this perspective of yourself within yourself here to be able to create here. They started playing some song. Do you want to be a millionaire? I want to be a millionaire. Welcome to the good life. Okay. Is there any kind of advice that we can give to the collective? And we do thank you for this opportunity. We have the Hierophant here. They're showing me illumination with this, but I know, like, with the Hierophant, they say it's like secrets here, but illuminating these things about you, like how I was saying, illuminating things about me that I did not want to see, and being able to see these things that you hid or you wanted to hide from yourself and not wanted to see certain things. But you know how when you do soul healing, you have to go into these deep dark places of things that you store away that you really don't want to see, but they need healing for you to move forward in life, for you to see where you're going, to make your pathway clearer here. This is what you are illuminating here, and you're coming into, they're showing me like you're coming into this knowing of self, this gratitude for self, and they're showing me that bull again in here, this groundedness within yourself. They're also showing me Aries and Sagittarius, but they're showing me that symbol here. What is that symbol? Like the hand that does this, that it's not Buddha, like the Shiva. And they're showing me this key here. Hold on, let me see, guys. This key here. Hold on, am I pointing it right there? The key to a peace of mind. That's what they said. The key to a peaceful mind. You're creating a peaceful space here. That's ending the cycle of you not being at peace with yourself, ending the cycle of you not knowing yourself. It's like you're coming into this awakening of self, this acknowledgement of self here. And they're saying adjusting. So I'm going to leave this here. This is for the collective. All of my information for contacting me is available in the description box below. I'm going to be adding my Astral Protection oil to my website. It'll be available tonight or tomorrow, but just check and see. I'll have it on there. I may do a sale with it, like a promo code or some kind of code that you can get something off, but it depends on when I upload it. But it'll be available, and I'll announce it on here as well. So yeah, thank you all for visiting. Bye.